Oh, yeah. If anybody ever had any doubt about me being busy, it's like, why are you making videos at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because, yeah, it's that bad. I haven't made this video in quite some time. There are a lot of people that are new to Fujifilm. I don't know if you know this or not. Apparently a lot of people don't. M42 mount lenses, or like even older Nikkor lenses, I don't care which ones you buy. The cheapest, however, are old M42 mount lenses, and I don't mean radioactive ones. This one is not radioactive, by the way. However, a lot of them are radioactive. You see that yellowish, brownish cast on the lens? That's thorium-doped glass. It's not a coating, it's actually in the glass. It's actually emitting beta and gamma radiation. Basically all the Takumar, not all of them, but basically all of them in 55mm, you know, f2, f1.8, f1.4, all the 50s and 55 Takumar, radioactive as hell. A lot of the older Yashinon lenses are radioactive also. You just notice that they have that yellowish brownish color to them. Yeah, that's radioactivity. But outside of that, there are tons of Yashinon lenses, Shinon lenses, the marked Mamiya Seikor lenses. There are a lot of lenses that are just amazing. It will give you soap bubble bokeh and the most beautiful rendering. You know, I've got every Fujifilm lens made. I can actually say that. I have every Fujifilm lens made, except for that 18mm lens, which Fuji is remaking because it's not really that good. But anyway, these lenses that Fuji makes, they can't, you know, you got this camera, and you know, the cheapest lenses, like, okay, $400 basically for this 50mm f2 lens, right? You can get 50mm, 55mm lenses for $10. Sometimes you can buy like a lot of them for, you know, like 4 of them for, I've done it on eBay. Like 4 lenses for 20 bucks. Okay, one might be bad, it might have some fungus, but who gives a damn? You really are missing out. You see this little adapter right here? This is an M42. Now look how complicated this is, okay? And by the way, do you know how good focus peaking is on the Fuji? I actually, you know, in trying the Sony A9, I thought the Sony A9 or the Sony system would actually have really good focus peaking. It's not. It's a lot better on Fuji than it is on Sony. I thought it would be really good on Sony, but it's not. That was actually something surprising. You see that? I screw this on here, and then I screw it on. You know how much this adapter costs? This is rainbow imaging adapter, by the way. You can get these on eBay. I just checked the price again. I've got like 6 of these things, okay? You see this? It's $9. $20 for a lens, average. Yeah, actually, average for a really good one is like 40 bucks. $9. Really, and I mean this, I'm going to actually purposefully insult Fujifilm users right now. And let me please insult you. You are making a big, stupid-ass, frickin' bleepity-bleak, dumbass mistake by not buying some of these really awesome old lenses. And they're not made anymore. I mean, they're made as good as Zeiss lenses were. These Shinons, these Mamiya, you can get like a Mamiya Seikor lens for like 20 bucks quite often. The really, really good ones, the faster ones like at f4, you know, they'll run you 55, 60 bucks. So what? $8 for the, what, 9 bucks, okay? 9 bucks for the adapter, 20, 30, 40 bucks for a lens, depending on which one it is. By the way, if you ever see this lens, always buy it. You see this big silver knob on the side? This is a Yashinon, an Auto Yashinon f2. If you ever see this lens, shut the hell up and buy it. This is the sharpest M42 mount lens I've ever had in my hands. I've got hundreds of M42 mount lenses. Not only that, you think, well, the bokeh can't be too good at f2. No, it's incredible. If you ever see this oddball looking lens with this huge aperture knob on the side of it, buy it. It has to look exactly like that. You ever see this lens? Buy it. Period. Just shut the hell up and buy it. No, it's not radioactive. You all are making a big mistake. you can't get soap bubble bokeh and this surrealistic sort of incredible dreamy rendering out of, I love Fuji lenses. Like I said, I own every Fuji lens, but you can't get this sort of stuff out of any Fuji lens. The micro contrast, the color saturation, the bokeh is incredible. So on some of them, depending on like a 55mm f1.7 Xenon lens, which is usually $40. That's a big hunk of glass. Man, that'll just make a huge balloon, soft, squishy marshmallow bokeh that'll just, melt your private parts. Yeah, right, I know. You see, this is really complicated. Look, you screw this on the end of the lens and you screw this onto your camera. Well, you don't screw it on your camera, This is just a regular Fuji X mount right here. Just you sit there. Focus peaking is, I'm really good with manual focus. Now, if you're not good with manual focus, that would be a problem on a Nikon because you have to learn a technique to manually focus. With focus peaking on Fuji, you have white peaking or red peaking or blue peaking, and you can actually raise or lower how intense it is. I mean, it's absolutely freaking idiot-proof to use a manual focus lens on a Fuji. I kid you not, if you spend $50, it'll be the best $50, depending on the lens you get. There's a lot of them out there. And they're built like a freaking tank. They're indestructible as long as you buy it where it doesn't have mold, fungus, or haze on it. Even then, I've got some moldy haze is never buy a lens with haze in it. Haze is just a death nail, okay? That's particularized. You're making a big mistake not having 2, 3, 4. Let's put it this way. The adapter's $9. 4 good lenses will run you at most, like $120, $30. So for $150, you could have 4 really great lenses and the lens adapter, and you will produce wicked stuff that you can't produce with any Fujifilm lens. Did you hear me? Did you hear what I just said? 4 lenses and adapter for $120 basically to use on you're screwing up. If you want to be a lazy so-and-so, it's like, I don't like manual focus. Yeah, this is really hard right here, isn't it? Yeah, this is, especially with focus peaking. Oh my God, look at this. I'm breaking a sweat right here focusing this line. You're making a mistake. I'm sorry. There are a lot of new people that have switched from DSLR to Fujifilm. And, I know manual focus takes some mad skills, which I do happen to have for DSLRs, but it is super, super stupid easy on a Fuji. Which, by the way, has much better focus peaking than a Sony. I'm not picking on Sony. I was actually surprised. I thought Sony would have equal focus peaking to a Fuji, and it's not. It's not. It's definitely not. I was really surprised about that fact, but anyway. There's this video. There's your Fujifilm tip of the day, because I guarantee you're probably not doing this, and if you will try this, you would really, really like it. Okay? Bye. And by the way, I have already made many, many videos about awesome, cheap M42 mount lenses. You can use Nikon lenses, too. You want to buy, like, the Nikon F mount to Fuji X mount? That's fine, too. Whatever you want. These are the cheapest, however. Okay? Thanks. Bye. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum 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 la 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 bum bum ba dum.